So the monk, he's been missing this entire time. You know, he's been sent on a case by the main character. They thought he was just working on the case. He has been missing. He's been missing. He sends them a video. They go to check out his case and check where he's been missing. And during this whole havoc, the male lead gets kidnapped by his twin brother, the ghost face. And that's when we find out, like I said in the video prior, the first half, this book, the male lead, yes, he's been pulling shit with the main character, been manipulating the main character this entire time. But that's not just it. He's been manipulating his twin brother this entire time. His twin brother thinks he's been pulling the strings this entire time, leading everybody around. No, he's been leading his brother around, pulling the strings this entire time. Like his brother thinking he's collecting things and been handing the stuff over to the male lead. The male lead had those things from the get-go. Like the male lead just made his brother think he was collecting those things and getting one-ups on the male lead, when in actuality the male lead's like, cameo over stuff I already had. Like, this bitch been pulling shit this entire time. Like, he's been making his brother think he's 1 foot ahead, when in actuality, he's 10 feet behind the male lead. And, like, the monk is horrified when he learns all of this, because he's there with the male lead, because they were both kidnapped by the same person, and he's like, who did my boss get himself with? Also, this bitch doesn't know the male lead's true identity until the male lead tells him, because, again, he's been missing this entire time, so he doesn't know the truth until he tells him, and he's horrified. And I can't blame this man. He's like, what kind of sicko did my boss get himself with? Because this bitch is psychotic. My boss needs to get himself away from him. So basically the netherworld has been wanting the main character to awaken so they could literally sacrifice him. They are so worried about, the seal being destroyed. They're trying to get the main character awakened so they could sacrifice him. And they don't want him to be fully awakened. They just need his life force, his blood force, whatever you call it. So they could literally sacrifice him and save the world. Like, they want to use him as a sacrificial tool. And the main character is like, you motherfuckers. And I'm like, yeah, these motherfuckers. What the fuck? Like, the male lead has spent the entire 3 books warning them not to pull shit. And once the male lead's back his turn, they're trying to get rid of the main character. I'm like, you freaking idiots. The male lead's not going to be happy with you guys. And yeah, the male lead knew. Like, he kept warning them not to pull shit behind his back, and they tried pulling shit behind his back. And like I said, he's been pulling the strings this entire time. So, he knows this very moment is going to happen. So, he sets his brother up to go to this location. He also has the YAOs, the YAOs, the people who are very loyal to the main character, go to the location. And the Netherland people also be there, the bureaucrats of the Netherland who's been trying to sacrifice the main character in one area together so they could all fight each other. So they can take care of each other. Like, I am not kidding. The male lead set this all up so they could fight each other. So the bureaucrats of the Netherland and the, his twin brother could fight each other, and the YAOs be there to protect the main character. Because, again, they're not going to let this shit happen. Like, the male lead pulls shit that the YAOs believe that the Netherlands, not just trying to sacrifice the main character, was going to sacrifice them too and get rid of them too. Like, the male lead is devious. Like, the male lead is a bit psychotic. Like I said before, he's probably more manipulating, gas-keeping, and gaslighting than the fucking male lead of Scum Saving System. Because, again, in Scum Saving System, the male lead in it pulls shit at the end of the book to get the main character technically agree to a relationship with him. But, like, it is insane. Like, I thought he was mansplaining, gatekeeping, gaslighting, but no, this bitch is more. Also, when the main character, because, the male lead was able to free himself, he wasn't truly captured, he wasn't truly imprisoned, he just needed time. He also told the monk to get whatever was stuck in his chest out of his chest, and they both could leave together. He just wanted to wait a minute or two before everything was settled. The fight was happening before he revealed himself and came out. And let's just say the main character's not happy with him. The main character gives him a lecture and walks off. And the main character had already given him a lecture before. So the Melly just stands there thinking the main character doesn't want anything to do with him. And the snake girl's like, bitch. He's repeatedly telling the cat that he's going to make him into cat stew, but he hasn't. And this cat's been getting fat every day because the main character pampers him every fucking day. So no, the main character's not truly angry with you. I saw how he reacted when Ghostface kidnapped your ass. You letting Ghostface kidnap your ass. So, go and apologize. Go and be not a bitch. Stop being manipulating for once in your life, bitch. You got yourself a good man. Stop treating him like shit. Stop making him cry, because honestly, you're kind of a POS for it. Go. Also, like I said, the Melly's been pulling shit this entire time, pulling the strings, which means the seal hadn't actually been broken, or it wasn't breaking this entire time. He just made everybody think it was breaking or was broken. Like the moopalani little shit that he is. But once his brother realized his brother's been pulling all this shit this entire time, let's just say Ghostface is not happy and literally kills himself. Literally murks himself to make a point and destroy the seal. Like, everything was fine until he was like, oh, you're not going to actually fight me for real? You're not going to face me like a real man? You're going to pull all this shit, manipulate me, trick me, use me? No, I'm going to kill myself right here and now, and I'm going to destroy the seal. Like, honestly, is Ghostface the real villain, or is it the male lead? Like, I'm just saying, I love the male lead, but isn't he kind of the real villain? You could tell me I'm wrong, but sometimes it just feels like, especially after reading book 3, he really does feel like the real villain.